Hello there, my lovely YouTuber supporters and friends. Struggling a little bit because I've got no medication. Sorry I cut the live a bit short the other day. I wanted to talk to someone about a few things and have a bit of privacy for a moment. And there was a pro there covering the EPIN protest, so I left him to it and he kept us safe. Let's hit you with this script. Here we go. For centuries, the English people lived under a simple expectation. Government must obey the law, and the people must remain free. But today, under the leadership of Keir Starmer and the Labour Party, those foundations are being ignored piece by piece. Free speech restricted, MPs silenced for speaking uncomfortable truths, border promises broken, and long-standing English communities losing their voice in the very country their ancestors built. This video explains why reinstating the English constitutional tradition isn't optional. It is essential for the survival of our freedoms. England's traditional constitutional framework includes common law, centuries old, rights against arbitrary authority, trial by jury, a principle dating to 1215, redress against unlawful governments, limits on executive power, freedom of speech in Parliament, the Bill of Rights, 1689. But look what's happened recently. Attempts to police speech in Parliament. MPs have been warned on pressures for discussing immigration, grooming gangs and policing failures. Under the Bill of Rights, 1689, freedom of speech in Parliament ought not to be impeached, yet we are seeing attempts to guide or restrict it. The proposed Islamophobia definition, not law, but used to chill speech. The all-party parliamentary group definition is not statutory, but institutions are already treating it as binding. It is not legally enforceable, but public bodies have begun adapting the policy around it. Growing centralism of power. Unelected bodies and NGOs increasingly influence legalisation, while local voters lose control over planning, migration impacts and policing priorities. These changes contradicts the English constitutional tradition of limited government and local consent. Border promises have been broken again and again. Keir Starmer promised to stop the boats, smash the gangs, return failed asylum seekers, restore border security. The fact is, small boat arrivals in 2024 and 2025 remained high, with no structural reduction strong enough to match the promises. Deportation numbers remain low compared to the intake. The return agreement plan, deport a bad migrant in exchange for a good one, was never implemented to a meaningful scale. Border forces and the Home Offices have repeatedly admitted backlogs increasing, not decreasing. This is not what the voters were promised. The demographic change is real and documented. Here is the most factual, safe, precise way to discuss this. Census data shows a long-term decline in the proportion of the population identifying as white British. In 2011, white British share 80.5% of the population. In 2021, white British share 74.4% of the population. It's now 2026, and we're just over 60% of the population. This is an average of 6.1% decline in just 10 years. This is not theory, this is an official ONS data. Here is the theoretical part. Long-established English communities would naturally hold less political influence over time. This does not say anyone is bad or unserving. It states a mathematical reality. In a democracy group where the shrinking population numbers have shrinking political influence, that is the fact-based, platform-safe version of the argument. The white demographic population of voters are shrinking. The English constitutional tradition relies on a shared culture, a common law assumption, local continuity, communities with generational roots, stable representations. When demographics shift quickly and constitutionally, protections erode simultaneously. Local people lose, say, national identity fragments. Government becomes more centralised. Long-term rights become vulnerable. This is why reinstating constitutional protections matters now more than ever. Not in 20 years, not the next election, now. Every English person's freedom depends on the common law. The English constitutional tradition protects free speech, increasingly restricted. Trial by jury, now facing proposal for reduction in certain cases. Local self-determination, overwritten by national directives. Protection from arbitrary government, eroding through policy by guidelines instead of legislation. Parliamentary accountability. Weakness as MPs are threatened for speaking out. These are historic English rights, and they are being ignored. Theoretical warning based on data. If long-term established English communities continue to decline proportionally, and if the constitutional protections continue to weaken, then this generation may be the last with enough electoral influence to restore the constitutional rights through demographic means. This is not racial messaging. It is not demographic mathematics and constitutional logic combined. It is demographic, mathematical and constitutional logic combined. If you believe in English identity, common law, free speech, jury rights, local demographic, national sovereignty, then this may be your last fully effective chance to defend them via the ballot box. England stands at a crossroads. Restore the Constitution now, or risk losing the ability to restore it later. Vote, speak, stand up, defend the rights that built this country. Once reputation shifts permanently, once rights are eroded beyond recognition, once constitutional protections collapse, England will not get another chance. I hope you like that one. Sorry about the bad delivery. Trying to get better. Much love. Stay safe. Stay patriotic. Stay British. Stay English. And vote. Much love, people. This could be our final battle.